Think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
This could be the most jaw-dropping daytime TV scandal yet. The View isn't just in trouble. It's sinking fast, and there may be no way to save it. The reason? One woman, Karoline Leavitt. She's young, sharp, fearless, an unapologetically conservative powerhouse. Karoline has just turned The View's latest smear campaign into a staggering $800 million legal nightmare. Now, the show's biggest stars, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin, are reportedly in full panic mode, scrambling behind the scenes to make this disaster go away. Imagine it. The very same women who built their careers attacking political rivals are now the ones pleading for mercy. And make no mistake, this lawsuit isn't a minor setback. It's a financial catastrophe big enough to potentially wipe The View off the air for good.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time. That was so good.
These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up.
We're talking about a legal showdown so massive that The View's biggest stars could face personal financial ruin if things don't swing their way. Behind closed doors, rumors are swirling that they're practically begging Karoline Leavitt to back off before it's too late. But something tells me Karoline isn't about to let them off easy. So, what exactly did The View say that sparked this legal firestorm? And what was Karoline's mic drop response that sent their legal team into full-blown crisis mode? Trust me, it was savage, and it sent shockwaves through the entire network. And then there's the $800 million question. Is ABC seriously considering pulling the plug on The View to contain the damage? Could we be witnessing the final act of one of the most controversial talk shows in television history? Insiders are whispering that ABC execs are fed up, tired of the scandals, tired of the lawsuits, and ready to cut their losses. If this lawsuit takes an even uglier turn, they might just shut the show down for good. And believe me, if you thought things were messy already, just wait. What's coming next could blow everything wide open.
While we will expose the fake news when they are fake, we will hold them accountable for their lies and smears of President Trump. I can also assure the American people that they are going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world. And the press likes to hear that too. That's something that has not happened over the past 4 years.
Once again, The View set its sights on Karoline Leavitt. And let's be real, they didn't hold back. They did what they do best, mocking, belittling, and throwing out reckless accusations. They went straight for the jugular. But this time, they might have gone way too far because the fallout, it was downright nuclear. It all started with Joy Behar, who, without missing a beat, smugly brushed off Karoline's success as nothing more than a favor from Trump. According to Joy, Karoline wasn't talented, wasn't hardworking, and definitely didn't earn her place. Nope. She only got ahead because, in Joy's words, Trump thinks she's a 10. Excuse me? Are we seriously reducing a young, accomplished woman's entire career to her looks now? This from the same show that never stops preaching about female empowerment? The hypocrisy is off the charts. But Joy wasn't done stirring the pot, and she wasn't alone. Whoopi Goldberg quickly jumped in, doubling down on the insults. But instead of just undermining Karoline's achievements, Whoopi took it even further, claiming that without wokeness, Karoline wouldn't even have a job. Are you kidding me? So now ambition, intelligence, and hard work mean nothing. Unless you play by their rules? The irony is almost unbearable. A show that claims to celebrate breaking barriers is now acting like the ultimate gatekeeper, deciding who deserves success based purely on politics. And then, of course, there was Sunny Hostin. She couldn't resist taking her shot either. But instead of attacking Karoline's looks or ideology, she twisted the knife even deeper, outright dismissing Karoline's entire career as if it was meaningless.
They likened President Trump to They have mocked him, they have shamed him, they have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. They just paid $15 million to President Trump's future library. That's a great thing for the American people.
According to Sunny Hostin, Karoline's success wasn't earned. It wasn't deserved. In Sunny's eyes, if a conservative woman climbs a ladder, it's not because she worked her tail off. It's not because she fought tooth and nail in an industry that often tries to shut out anyone who doesn't toe the liberal line. No. According to The View, Karoline's success was simply handed to her on a silver platter. Oh boy. You could practically feel the outrage boiling over in real time. And let's just say, the backlash came hard and fast. Fans didn't hesitate for a second to call out The View for their blatant, unapologetic hypocrisy. Because let's be honest, how many times has this show preached about supporting and uplifting women? How many times have they championed smashing the patriarchy, breaking glass ceilings, and celebrating female success? Yet the second a woman steps up who doesn't fit their ideological bubble, suddenly all that talk flies out the window. One viral comment nailed it perfectly. The View says it supports women, unless they're conservative. Then it's open season. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, Karoline hit back, and no one saw it coming. Instead of brushing it off or playing the victim in a PR tour, Karoline came out swinging. She didn't just clap back. She lawyered up. She went straight for the jugular, hitting them where it hurts most, their wallets. And The View, they were absolutely not ready for what happened next. Instead of getting dragged into a petty social media brawl, Karoline Leavitt took real action, the kind that sends shockwaves through an entire industry. She didn't just call them out. She slapped The View with a massive $800 million lawsuit, sending everyone at ABC into full-blown panic mode. And this isn't just any lawsuit. This is a full-on declaration of war. Karoline's legal team is coming after The View for defamation, slander, and malicious attacks aimed at destroying her career, reputation, and future. She's not asking for an apology or a quick settlement. She's out for justice. And she's taking this fight all the way. Believe me, The View is not prepared for this kind of heat.
Listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Reports are pouring in. The View's legal team is in full-blown chaos. And why? Because this lawsuit isn't just about Karoline Leavitt anymore. It's pulling back the curtain on the entire mainstream media machine. Karoline's legal filing doesn't just accuse The View of smearing her. She's exposing a long-standing pattern of the show attacking, silencing, and outright destroying conservative voices. She's bringing years of receipts into the light. And trust me, it's not pretty. Here's the part that has them sweating bullets. This could be the case that finally takes them down for good. But it's not just a View that's panicking. ABC is reportedly in full meltdown mode. Sources inside the network say executives are scrambling, blindsided by a scandal they never saw coming. The last thing they wanted was a legal disaster this big, especially one that could send advertisers sprinting for the exits. And trust me, they are. Corporate sponsors are already raising serious alarms, questioning whether they want their brands tied to a show that can end up owing nearly $1 billion in damages. ABC is doing everything it can to stop the bleeding, but at this point, it might already be too late. And now, here's where things get really embarrassing. Behind closed doors, the same loudmouth hosts who publicly mocked Karoline are now practically begging her to settle the case quietly. Yep, you heard that right. Joy Behar, the same woman who laughed off Karoline's success on national TV, is reportedly desperate to save herself. Suddenly, all that confidence has disappeared. And Whoopi Goldberg, she's feeling the heat too. Sources say Whoopi has even reached out through mutual contacts, trying to arrange a private sit-down to clear the air. Clear the air? After months of mocking, dismissing, and trying to tear Karoline apart. Now they want to talk? This is only getting messier. And from the looks of it, the real reckoning is just getting started.
You would think, ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think not to engage in conspiracy theories about assassination attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I got to ask you, because they said it, are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs?
Absolutely not. Let me be unequivocally clear about that.
Yeah, that's right. Karoline Leavitt isn't just exposing hypocrisy. She's making them squirm. And at this rate, The View might not survive. And then there's Sunny Hostin. Oh, she's really starting to feel the heat now. Sources say her legal team is in full-blown panic mode, with experts warning she could be personally on the hook for millions in damages. That's right. This lawsuit isn't just a headache for The View as a whole. Sunny herself might have to dig deep into her own pockets if things don't swing her way. Let's just say she's not looking so smug anymore. The same woman who never hesitated to take shots at conservatives is now staring down the very real possibility of a crushing personal loss. Suddenly, the stakes have never been higher. Oh, how the tables have turned. The once untouchable, self-righteous hosts of The View, the same women who built their careers on mocking, smearing, and tearing down their political opponents, are now scrambling behind closed doors to make this go away. The same people who loudly demanded accountability when it suited them, who laughed at their critics, who acted like they were invincible, are now praying this doesn't completely destroy them. But here's the thing. Karoline isn't backing down. She knows this isn't just about her. This is about holding the media accountable for the years of lies, smears, and reckless attacks. This is about exposing how the mainstream media crushes anyone who doesn't toe the liberal line, how they push their narratives with zero consequences, ruin reputations, and destroy careers without ever facing real accountability. But not this time. Not with this lawsuit. Karoline is fighting not just for herself, but for every conservative voice that's been silenced, slandered, and steamrolled by the media elites. And her supporters? They are absolutely soaking it in. One viral tweet captured the mood perfectly. Karoline Leavitt is doing what everyone wishes they could, making The View pay for their lies. This isn't just another scandal. This isn't some bad PR moment. This is a reckoning. And wait, it gets even worse for The View. ABC is now in full-blown crisis mode. Executives are freaking out over just how catastrophic this lawsuit could become. And the reason is crystal clear. This isn't just about legal fees or a PR disaster. This could financially cripple the network. ABC is already hemorrhaging money from plummeting ratings. And now The View, one of its most controversial but high-profile shows, is morphing into a legal nightmare that could cost them hundreds of millions. And the worst part? Big-name sponsors are starting to get cold feet. Sources close to ABC reveal that several major advertisers, the companies that keep The View alive, are now seriously considering pulling their ads altogether. And if that happens, it's game over. No sponsors, no money, no show.
I hope that the media will focus on the issues that matter to the American people, the issues that led them to vote in a resounding way for President Trump on November the 5th. That's what President Trump is focused on more so than ever. We have an array of executive action that will be rolled out on day one to change the lives of the American people immediately.
The View has always been a lightning rod for controversy, but this lawsuit, it might be the one they can't bounce back from. Let's be real. The View has been skating on thin ice for years. Between Whoopi Goldberg's past suspensions, Joy Behar's constant drama, and the show's credibility nosediving, ABC has been seriously questioning whether it's even worth keeping around. Ratings are tanking. Viewers are fed up with the same tired outrage cycles. The only thing still keeping The View afloat is the ad revenue it brings in, but if advertisers start bailing, ABC won't hesitate to pull the plug, and this lawsuit could very well be the final nail in the coffin. Because let's face it, if The View's own hosts are now begging behind the scenes to settle the lawsuit quietly, that tells you everything you need to know. They know they messed up. They know they're in deep trouble. And for the first time in a long time, they can't control the narrative. The way things are shaping up, The View might not survive this one. The show's in shambles. The network's in chaos. And Karoline Leavitt? She's coming out on top. What started as just another smear campaign by The View has spiraled into a full-blown disaster, one that could bring the entire show crashing to its knees. Their legal team is scrambling to contain the damage, desperately searching for a way to make this lawsuit disappear before it completely destroys their credibility and their wallets. Meanwhile, ABC executives are racing to stop the fallout, hoping they can keep advertisers from pulling out. But honestly, it might already be too late. Major sponsors are watching this disaster unfold closely. Some are already weighing whether to pull their ads entirely. Because let's be real, no brand wants to be tied to a show that could be facing a $1 billion loss in court. The same hosts who openly mocked Karoline on live TV are now quietly begging for a private settlement to make all of this go away. But Karoline, she's not playing their game. She's not backing down. She's not letting them walk away unscathed. For the first time ever, The View is facing real consequences, and their worst nightmare is playing out in real time. And this isn't just about one lawsuit. It's about holding the media accountable for years of reckless attacks, slander, and one-sided narratives. It's about exposing how mainstream platforms have destroyed reputations with zero consequences, how they freely smeared, misled, and silenced voices they disagreed with, all while hiding behind their massive corporate safety nets. But now, that safety net is unraveling, and Karoline Leavitt is making sure they finally pay the price. Fire, now it's your turn. Do you think Karoline Leavitt is right to keep fighting this case? Should The View be held accountable for their reckless, unapologetic attacks? And most importantly, is this the moment that finally brings the show crashing down for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get this conversation started. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breaking updates, exclusive drama, and the latest scandals you won't want to miss. This story is just heating up. Stay tuned. You'll want to be here for what's coming next. See you in the next one.